how to find a missing side in a right-angled triangle using the Pythagoras theorem. A right-angled triangle has one right angle. It also has a very special side called the hypotenuse. The hypotenuse is the longest side in a right-angled triangle. It is also the side away from the right angle. It is important to identify which side is the hypotenuse before we start our solution, because depending on whether the side we're looking for is the hypotenuse or it isn't, the solution will have a plus or a minus in it. Every single time we're looking for something in mathematics, we call it the unknown. The most common letter for the unknown is X. We're looking for the side labeled X. In the example on the left, you can clearly see that the side we're looking for, the X, is the hypotenuse of this triangle. The Pythagoras theorem is to do with a certain relationship between the squares of the sides of the triangle. If the side we're looking for is the hypotenuse, the Pythagoras equation has a plus in it, just like this. If the side we're looking for is not the hypotenuse, the Pythagoras theorem has a minus in it. Bear in mind that when we take away two numbers, it matters what order we put them in. In this particular case, in Pythagoras theorem, we always do the greater number squared take away the smaller number squared. Once we've got the Pythagoras equation written down, first thing we do is evaluate the squares in it. We simply copy down the x squared as it is and evaluate the squares. 3 squared meaning 3 times 3 times itself is 9, plus 7 times itself, which is 7 times 7, is 49. On the example on the right, x squared equals 8 squared, which is 8 times itself, 8 times 8 is 64, minus 4 squared, which is 4 times 4, is 16. This is our second line of working. The third line of working also starts with x squared. This time we have to add or subtract the two numbers we've got. 9 plus 49 is 58. In the case on the right, 64 take away 16 is 48. We are nearly finished. Remember, we're looking for x, but so far what we've got is x squared. In order to find x, I have to do something opposite to the square. I basically have to undo the square. The opposite of squaring something is square rooting. In order to find x itself, I have to square root the number. And same thing on the right. For that, I need a calculator. 58 and the square root button. I don't need that whole answer. It's enough if I've got my answer rounded to 2 decimal places. So in this particular case, it'll be 7.62, because taking into consideration that 5 as the third digit, I'm gonna have to round the second digit up, second decimal place up. 7.62 centimeters. If my sides were given in centimeters, my answer is also in centimeters. And the one on the right, square root of 48. 48 and the square root. This time my answer will be 6.93. Since we've rounded the answers, it's good to put in brackets how many digits we've actually rounded to. I think the best common practice is to round to 2 decimal places. In brackets, in short, we write 2dp. Now, try the following examples I'm going to give you and pause the video before I give you the solutions. Try these two. The solution. The one on the left, we're looking for the side which is not the hypotenuse. The hypotenuse is this side. Therefore, our equation will have a minus. X squared is 16, take away 7 squared. X squared is 256, take away 49. X squared is 207, so x will be square root of 207. Which is 14.39 centimeters to 2 decimal places. The one on the right, the side x is actually the hypotenuse, the longest side, so our equation will have a plus in it. $12.04. I hope you got the right answers. Thank you.